Hi all, welcome back to Prince Rajesh's free English class. Please subscribe the channel and enable the bell button next to it. Today we will have CBSE Class 10, English Chapter 5, Glimpses of India, Part 2, Coorg, line-by-line explanation from First Flight book. The lesson gives us a beautiful insight of the smallest district of Karnataka and its people. The place has amazing weather throughout the year, with enough rain during the monsoon season. The people of Coorg are known to be one of the bravest. Coffee is the main crop grown in this region. A variety of animals can be found here, while the place is surrounded by beautiful Brahmagiri hills, islands and Tibetan settlements. The essay is a descriptive writing about the famous hill station in South India, Coorg or Coorg district of Karnataka state. It describes the Coorgi lifestyle, the people, their culture, traditions, the natural beauty and various attractions that the place provides for tourists. The bravery of the Coorgi men, their ancestry and traditional costume have been discussed elaborately. Let us see the first passage. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. This passage says that Coorg, a place so beautiful that it seems like a piece of heaven, has drifted away from God's kingdom and has settled on the earth. It is somewhere between Mysore and Mangalore. It is an area with low hills of unequal height. The men are brave warriors, the women of Coorg are pretty. The place has a variety of wild animals too. Let us look at the next passage. Coorg or Coorg, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforests, spices and coffee plantations. Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect, with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. This passage says that Coorg is also known as Coorg. It is one of the smallest districts of Karnataka. 30% of the area of Coorg is covered with evergreen rainforests, and the place receives rain for the most part of the year, especially during the monsoon season. The period from September to March is ideal for visiting Coorg. The weather is pleasant and there is some rain which makes it worthwhile. The air is filled with the strong fragrance of coffee due to the abundant coffee plantations. Let us look at the next passage. The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. These people married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long, black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodavas. Known as kuppia, it resembles the kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. This passage says that the people of Coorg are believed to be of Greek or Arabic background and are generally ferocious. This theory came into being because of their dressing style. They are generally seen wearing long and black coat with embroidered waist belt known as kuppia. Kuppia is similar to the kufiya worn by Arabs and Kurds. It is also rumored that some people of Alexander's army could not return to their homeland and so settled here while returning from the south. The people of Coorg marry each other, and their cultures, as well as rituals, are very different from the ones followed by Hindus. Let us look at the next passage. Coorgi homes have a tradition of hospitality, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian Army, and the first chief of the Indian Army, General Karyappa, was a Coorgi. Even now, Kodavas are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. This passage says that the people are very welcoming and warm in nature. They are always ready to entertain with stories of their ancestors. They are known to be independent, ferocious and brave, which is evident from the fact that the Coorg regiment in the Indian Army has received the maximum number of awards for bravery. The first chief of the Indian Army named General Karyappa belonged to Coorg. Also, these are the only people permitted to carry firearms freely, unlike others who need a license. This shows that the Coorgis are reliable too. Let us look at the next passage. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Coorg. Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. This passage says that the evergreen forests and hills of Coorg provide water to river Kaveri, a major river in South India. A large freshwater fish called Mahasir is found in these waters and is looked for by the birds. Squirrels and langurs play in these waters by throwing half-eaten fruits, whereas elephants enjoy bathing in it. Let us look at the next passage. The most laid-back individuals become converts to the life of high-energy adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trekkers. This passage says that the tourists who visit Coorg to relax in the natural beauty of the place also get attracted towards the various adventure sports activities available like river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain climbing. The hills have various paths formed by footsteps of walkers who trek there. Let us look at the next passage. Birds, bees and butterflies are there to give you company. Macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephants. This passage says that while taking a walk in their region, one may find a variety of animals around them. Birds, bees and butterflies fly around you, while squirrels and langurs keep an eye on you from the trees. Wild elephants can also be found in Coorg. Let us look at the next passage. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadhma. Running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bilkuppe is a bonus. The monks, in red, ochre and yellow robes, are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India, right here in Coorg. This passage says that to have an overall look at the beautiful city of Coorg, one must climb up to the Brahmagiri hills. Coorg is surrounded by astounding places of beauty like the island of Nisargadhma and Bilkuppe, which is India's largest Tibetan settlement. Monks wearing red, orange and yellow colored garments can also be found in the district of Coorg, where their lifestyle is a fascinating view for the travelers. A mix of diverse cultures can be seen here, which represent the heart and soul of India. I hope you understood the lesson. Thank you so much for watching.